Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. And here's the most important part. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. So think about that. Because what if you stepped fully into your light? It might mean you have to get a new job. It might mean you have to move across the country. It might mean you have to file for divorce. It might mean you have to set some boundaries in your life. It might, all the things that does actually require you to take some action.
Welcome to the Bomb Life podcast, where fitness, mindset, and real talk collide. This isn't just about workouts. It's about transforming your body, mind, and life. Get ready for unfiltered conversations, expert advice, and the motivation you need to level up in every way. Hey everyone, welcome to the Bomb Life podcast. I am Melissa Vogel, your host. Welcome to the show. Oh my God, I am so on fire and just cannot wait to dive into today's episode because it's just that good. Hope everyone is starting to enjoy the fall. It's coming. It's here. I enjoy it. I like it, but I'm a summer girl. I really am. But this time of year is the time of year to really start waking up and create change. And I tell clients that I'm talking to right now, or people that I'm doing like a discovery call with, that this is the perfect time because the holidays aren't here yet. You know, if you're listening to this in real time, because I know we can listen to this any time of the year, but if you're listening to this in real time, it's the perfect time because the holidays haven't hit yet and you can create change and go into that season just feeling incredible. And this isn't our first holidays, you guys. We all know what happens during that time and how much extra there is. And sometimes I coach my clients to really go for it, like right now, October, November-ish time. And then when the holidays hit, we work on maintaining that. And that's easier. Then afterwards, after January, New Year's and stuff, we get right back on it and we maintain those amazing goals that we hit. So I just want you guys to start thinking about this, like what's your game plan moving forward? Because staying where you're at and staying stuck and only doing what, you've just been doing every single day, that should not be an option. That should not be acceptable at all. And I think today is going to light a fire under your ass even more because we talk about that. Like you only get one life. This is it, you guys. This is what you get to do. This is the life that you get to live. And if you're not living it to your fullest potential, if you're not taking a look like, God, what do I need to change? What do I need to break free from? What adjustments do I need to make? What are we doing? What are we even doing? And I love having people on like my guest today that have these conversations with me and is willing to share what they've been through that got them to where they're at now. And I know some of you are going through really hard times. I know some of you are you've been at your lowest point. Some of you are at your heaviest point. And we are both here today, my guest and I, to wake you up and show you and prove to you through both of our life stories that this doesn't have to be the way it is. And fear doesn't have to guide you. And like you've heard me say before in other episodes, do it scared. We're going to do it scared. We're going to give up the people pleasing and we're going to move forward anyway. So make sure you check out the show notes, go to the links, book a call with me, book a discovery call, shoot me a DM. I'm here to help. And that discovery call, man, they have looked so different for some people. Some people were diving into like what their training needs to look like. Other people were getting on and we're mapping out what their next steps look like. They've just been so different. So I love them. Keep them coming, but always go to the show notes. We're going to put links in there too for our guest, how you connect with them, get their incredible book that you can get paper or you can get the Audible version too, which I love. I'm big on Audible books. Never miss the show notes. And because there's always tools in there that can help you live your best life ever. Okay, are you ready? Today we have Wendy Valentine on, and she is a reinvention expert, empowerment coach, and the author of Women Waking Up, the Midlife Manifesto for Passion, Purpose, and Play. She's also the creator and host of the Midlife Makeover Show, the #1 podcast inspiring women worldwide to embrace midlife as a powerful new beginning. And she navigated divorce, menopause, job loss, debt, and emptiness all at once. And Wendy stopped living on autopilot. She started designing a life that finally felt like her own. Her journey from breakdown to breakthrough fuels everything she does. And now Wendy helps women kick fear to the curb and reconnect to their purpose and create bold, joyful fuel lives through her book, through her freedom coaching method, and her transformational programs. You guys, she's incredible. This episode is going to blow you away and really, honestly, wake you up. All right, go to the show notes, click, listen, download all of the things, and enjoy the show. Hey everyone, welcome to the Bomb Life podcast. Today we have Wendy Valentine on. Welcome to the show, Wendy.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Oh my God, I can already
We're going to talk about a bomb life.
all of it. I can already tell we're going to be best friends. Already could be. Dude, you are like amazing. Like you are a podcast host. You guys have to check out her show, the Midlife Makeover Show. I mean, you are an empowerment coach. You are an author. I mean, girl, what don't you do? Seriously.
I know. Doing it all and then some. You know what? I love it. I finally love what I do. So it doesn't, I'm sure for you too, right? It doesn't even feel like it's like a hobby. It's awesome.
No.
But yes, I absolutely love everything that I'm doing and just having a blast promoting the book and putting everything out there and using my voice, which is nice in the world. And that's kind of a first for me.
That's
It was
awesome.
scary at first, but I got through it.
And you like do this whole motorhome thing and you live, was it Portugal?
Yeah, so I'm actually on the island of Madeira, Portugal. So years ago, yeah, which I can tell you like the back story of how I got into the RV. But yes, I RV'd for a few years in the, across the US. And then I was like, you know what? Why stay here when I already sold everything? So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to move to an island and just have a blast. So that's what I do now.
I love that. I'm so jealous. Like, how do I get a ticket? How do I?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. I've actually had some of my podcast guests come here to Madeira to visit me.
Oh my God.
Like,
right off.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay. I'm dying to know like your history, your background, because you are so big on, that midlife, like that turning point of your life. And I can completely relate. Like, girl, 17-year marriage, 3 kids. My life completely changed and flipped upside down about 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And everyone used that verbiage of like, oh, she's having a midlife crisis. I'm like, no, I'm fucking waking up. Like, excuse me.
I'm so glad you used the F-bomb on the Bomb Life podcast.
I couldn't help it. It had to come out.
Oh, thank God. I can cuss a little bit. Yes. But you know what, though? Yeah, I don't know about you, but especially the guests that I've had on my show, I have found like there's one common thread with all of us, and that we're teachers of what we have lived and what we have learned. And right, like we're our own guinea pigs. And whether you're a coach or it doesn't matter what you do in life, that is the key, is that you become your own coach. You end up learning whatever it is in life and you teach that to yourself, right? Yeah. Like that's the beauty of it, like embracing the crap in life, any stage that you're in and going, okay, what can I learn from this? Right. So a little bit of backstory for me. So I'm 52 now, and age of 45, 7 years ago. It's everyone get out their violin.
I can't wait. Give it to me, girl.
Sad song. I'm going to play you a sad song. All right. Going through divorce, almost empty nest, unemployed, at least 150 grand in debt. The list goes on.
Good God.
I was suffering from chronic illness. I had black mold toxicity, chronic Lyme disease. And just for fun, I'm going to toss in a little menopause into that chronic illness. Yeah, just for fun, just for the night sweats. And within a 6-week period, my dog died, my cat died, and then my brother died.
Oh my God.
Absolute insanity. And actually, I was the one to kind of like tell the doctor with all 3 of them, like, okay, it's time. We need to let them go. So that was a little rough. And needless to say, I went into a massive depression, anxiety, panic attacks from, especially witnessing my
Not surprised.
Yeah. So hot mess express for me. And again, 45 years old, and I found myself literally laying on the bathroom floor. I don't know what it is, especially with women. Why are we always like crying on the bathroom floor?
What is it about the floor?
It's it's cold tile. I don't know. Like feels good with the hot flashes. And I thought, I was like, what am I doing? You know, it was like one of those moments I was like, I'm going to be turning 50 in a few years. Like my life is a total wreck.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I had this vision of driving an RV across the country. And I thought, well, that'd be kind of cool. If I could just escape, like just get the hell out of here. And then I was like, wait a second, girl. You have no money. You have no job. You can't afford to get an RV. What would you do once you get into the RV? You need a job, all the things. And then it was like, wah, wah, wah. And then, I don't know if you ever saw the episode, George Costanza on Seinfeld, when he did Opposite Day. Do you remember that?
Yes. Oh,
Gary's like, well, whatever you've been doing hasn't been working. So why don't you just do the opposite?
Complete opposite. Got it.
I thought, what if I just did the opposite of everything? Because nothing had been working out well for me. My relationships, my health, my finances, everything was messed up. I was like, what if I just took a totally different approach, right? The road less traveled. And what if I just went for it? What if I literally just designed a new woman, a new life, a new everything? It was like my own, I'm going to be my own guinea pig. And this will be a fun little experiment. And so I sat there thinking about this whole dream of driving an RV across the country. I was like, oh my God, that would be so much fun. But you know what I was excited about? It wasn't so much the sleek motorhome or driving into the desert sunset. It was more so the woman behind the steering wheel. The woman literally in the driver's seat, driving her own life, finally in charge of her life and of herself. And I got so excited thinking about, wonder what it would be like to be happy, truly happy, not BS happy, healthy, grateful, financially free, doing what I love for the first time in my life. And that really, really excited me. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. And I got up that day, I'll never forget. And I was like, I have to start somewhere. And my first thought was, well, girl, you got to get a job.
Important step.
J-O-B. So sent my resume out the next day. Didn't even have a resume. Hired one of those companies online. Got a resume, sent it out to anywhere all over the country. I was living in Virginia at the time. I was willing at that point to move anywhere. A week later, I get a job offer in Chicago, Illinois. I had never lived there. And it was to sell new construction houses in the suburbs of Chicago. I was like, I don't know how to sell houses. But, and I don't know, there's this term in yoga. It's called drishti.
Oh, yeah.
So, so if you're doing tree pose and you're focusing on something on the wall, that was my focal point. My focal point was me. It was that happy, healthy woman behind that steering wheel. I was like, I'm going to do this. I don't care. I just felt led. And it's amazing. Like once you make the decision to get out of your own way and to put yourself first, the shit just falls in your lap without even trying. I mean, it's just like, oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. This is it. And you just have to trust, right? The say leap and the net will appear. So sure enough, 4 weeks later, I pack up a U-Haul. I moved from Virginia to Illinois and moved over a weekend. I started my job on Monday. And again, probably 150, 200 grand in debt. So I had to chip away at the amount of debt first, right? Within a year to 2 years, not only did I get rid of all of that debt, but I saved up enough money to buy a very sleek, awesome RV. And I'm kind of like jumping ahead, but in between that time, I started concentrating more on my health. I ended up ordering, the meal prep things where like I can't remember. Where they deliver the meals to your house. I was like, whatever I can do to make it easy on me to eat healthy, whole foods, plant-based. I did all the things. Seeked therapy for the panic attacks and the anxiety and the depression. Started journaling, meditating, doing all those boring basic things that we don't really want to do, but we know it will move the needle on our health and well-being. And slowly but surely, and within 2 years, I took off in that RV and took off across the country, and then started the Midlife Makeover Show podcast. I got a book deal and then it was just, again, everything just, the stars were just aligning.
I have to say, like, as you're telling your story, like, you're making me sweat. Like, I'm having this like response to your story for some reason. I think it's like exciting and maybe triggering at the same time. I don't know why, because I can completely relate to a lot, but I know there's people listening that are going like, how? But how? I am so afraid to take the next step with maybe their career or like leaving a marriage that they know is not serving them. And they're just listening to this going, oh my God, how did she do it?
Yeah.
How do you have that leap of faith? What would you say to that woman that's sitting there going, that's great for her, but that could never be me? Like, I could never make that happen.
I had those same thoughts, right? And going back to that moment there on the bathroom floor, right? If you think about it, it takes more energy to stay down in the dumps rather than to get your ass up off of that floor, pull up your bootstraps, and get at it. It's either the same amount of energy, or honestly, I think it's more staying down and still standing in your own way. There's this, one of my favorite quotes, totally changed my life. There's a few quotes, but Marianne Williamson, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. And here's the most important part. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. So think about that. Because what if you stepped fully into your light? It might mean you have to get a new job. It might mean you have to move across country. It might mean you have to file for divorce. It might mean you have to set some boundaries in your life. It might, all the things that does actually require you to take some action. So the darkness might seem like, oh my God, it's so scary, but actually it can be comfortable.
Oh, for sure.
The darkness is very familiar. It's predictable. I mean, even depression, anxiety, it's, you know, it's there. It's almost like a weird, ironic comfort blanket.
Oh, yeah. I'm always reminding.
Like, oh. Yeah.
Our brain loves what's familiar. Like,
yes,
and
totally.
it's that dark place, even though it's not healthy for us, we're like, oh, but it's familiar. And I know how to navigate my bathroom floor. I know how to navigate that depression.
Well, and here's one of the most important things I did for myself back then. It was to become my own BFF. Because I was not. I mean, our minds will it'll either be your best friend or your worst enemy.
Yeah.
And you get to decide.
Yeah.
And until you get quiet enough and brave enough to listen to how you speak to yourself about your body, about your life, about your career, about everything, then you have to flip that switch. You have to change that script. Because think of it like the news, right? You have the ticker tape going across, like on the front of your mind, right? Is that bad news? Is it good news? Yeah. What's going on in there, right? And pay attention. It's subconscious, right? You might end up saying to yourself, oh my God, I can't believe you did that again. Oh my God, you're such an idiot. Oh my gosh, look at you. I can't, I don't know, you know. You just have to stop that ticker tape, toss that negative thought out the window and replace it with something positive, empowering, because you deserve it, right? I don't know. I think one of the things that I'm grateful for of the many losses that I've experienced in my life, like my first husband died at the age of 26 years old. And then my brother died at the age of 49. And there's plenty of others that I lost at what I think like an early age. You get this tiny lifetime within these parentheses. Like, what are you going to do with it?
Right.
And then eventually it's like, you're going to wake up, you could be 60, 70, 80, and you could still be doing some kick-ass things in your life, but like, let's go, because you don't know, right? I mean, I'm grateful that I'm at midlife. Oh, that's why I'm like, what's so bad about midlife? I mean, my ex-husband would be like, oh my God, that's great. You made it to midlife, like embrace it, right?
Right.
Yeah. So no, midlife is not a crisis. It's a catalyst. And if anything, midlife is that time when life strips away the rules and the expectations that we've carried for so long. Like, this is who I am as a mother. This is who I am as a friend, as a partner, and this is how I am in my career. And then midlife shows up and you're like, oh, okay, these kids are leaving the nest. My job is changing. My partner's changing. My body's changing. And then you're like, shit.
Right.
It's the perfect time to get honest with yourself and ask yourself the questions like, who do I want to be? What are my beliefs? What are my values? And where are the other gifts and strengths that I've been like pushing down for the last few decades, either because I had to or I wanted to, whatever, right? And really, really take a look at who you want to be and what you want to do. It doesn't matter what chapter you're in your life, right?
You talked about the expectations, and I guess I never thought about that before, of like how many expectations. You're expected to graduate high school. You're expected to graduate college by this time. You're expected to like kind of have kids around this time of the age and be married and have you should be at this level, all these stages of life.
All the shoulds. Yeah.
Yeah. And at this time, it's like those expectations are gone. Like, now you get to decide what you do at the second half.
I know. It's awesome.
I love this. Okay. Your book,
Yes.
Women Waking Up. What made you decide to write this book and be like, you know what? I'm going to write the book. I'm going to do this. Like, what gets you to that point?
Great question. And honestly, God, this was the book I needed. I did. If I
Like
had
yourself,
this book,
like you needed it yourself.
yes, like when I was 45-year-old Wendy, I needed this freaking book so bad. And I did. That same day where I was boohooing on the bathroom floor, I went to Barnes and Noble, got my little latte, and I'm walking around. I'm like, nothing for me. I'm like, God, I've read all those books, So honestly, I do not want another woman out there to feel lost, stuck, invisible, or even just a little bit dissatisfied. I don't want that for her. And I might be partial, but what I love about my book is that it's less fluff and more formula. You get to hear, you get to read about my story, but it's probably 30% memoir and it's 70% guidebook. Because one thing I've noticed, and I'm a self-help guru,
right? Okay.
I love all the books that are like, there's some amazing books out there, but like, tell me how you did that. Like that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can rewire our brain. Cool. Well, how do you do that? Oh, I can actually get rid of these limiting beliefs that I've been like dragging around for decades.
Yeah.
Tell me how to do that. How do I get out of this, crappy relationship? How do I actually set boundaries? How do I no longer get triggered anymore by these emotions and these people and situations?
Yes.
So I wanted to like jam pack it into these, 250 pages so that, honestly, it could be for any age. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
male,
for sure.
female.
I could see that. Yeah.
They really wanted the women waking up on there.
Well, imagine if you had that in your 20s.
Oh, I know. I have 20-year-olds reading the book, actually.
They should.
Yes. So that then when they do get to their 40s and 50s and those rules and expectations change, they're not going to be in such shock.
Exactly.
Like, oh yeah, Wendy said this was coming.
Yes.
So coolio.
Yeah, here we go. I'm there.
Yeah. It's life, right? It's even the perimenopause and the menopause that we're hearing. I don't know about your thread, but good night. There's so many like perimenopause, menopause. Like, yes, we get it. It's great that there's so much out there. And I'm like, we're scaring women out there, like it's not that bad. I'm like,
I know.
Yeah.
I love that you said that, like, your book is like, I needed this. And then
totally.
Because that is like how the best programs, the best like coaches, the best books are written from like what we needed. And that's like the same thing I think of with my program and how I coach. Cause I'm like, what did I need?
Yes.
This right here. That is exactly what I needed. So this is what I'm going to create. And this is how I'm going to help people. And then obviously it gets tweaked and changed and everything. But I'm like, I have groundwork. And now I can do what you said, like, tell me how to do it.
Yeah.
If I want to
Yes.
like look or think or feel or act this certain way, how? What are the
How?
steps?
Well, yeah. And you know what? I ended up when I came up with the idea of the book, I love acronyms. I'm like, I have a thing with
same.
because
I
it's
know.
easy to remember, you know? And I thought, I was like, what did I truly want? I was asking myself, like, what did I truly want when I set off on this whole journey? And it was freedom. And it was just freedom to be me, freedom from self-doubt, freedom from the perfectionism that I had for my whole life, the people pleasing and the approval seeking and God, and the freedom from toxic relationships, freedom from all of that. So freedom, I was like, that's the word, that's the acronym. And then I started thinking of, I'm like, all right, what were the steps that I took? And in the RV, sitting there in Malibu, California, overlooking the ocean, I came up with the freedom framework. And I looked back at those 2+ years of my life, and I was like, how did I do that? How did I become my own best friend? How did I get this job? How did I do all the things? How did I overcome all of that, those limiting beliefs? How did I do it? And then boom, 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 boom.
Hey guys, today's episode is brought to you by Simply Greens. I am so excited to share this new favorite daily hack with you guys because it has changed how I feel from the inside out. It is Simply Greens, SIMPLI, Greens Gummies. I've been taking them for a few weeks now, and even my kids are on board, and I'm loving how simple they are to get my greens in. No giant smoothies, no mess, no powder, no guesswork, just chew and go. Here's what's inside. Each gummy is loaded with real nutrients from 14 green veggies like spinach, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, plus superfoods like spirulina and chlorella. They're 100% plant derivative, gluten-free, organic, with no cheap fillers or synthetic junk that your body struggles to use. Simply Greens also includes vitamin B12 for energy and metabolism. Yeah, we all need that. Vitamin D3 for bone health, zinc and magnesia for immune support, and so much more. Why gummies? Because consistency is greater than perfection. A gummy is easier to take, it's more enjoyable, and it helps me stick with it. When I feel good, I show up for my workouts, my family, and my life. I've totally noticed better energy, less brain fog, and I feel more grounded. And my kids, they're getting those same daily nutrients without me nagging them. They go out the door, I hand them their gummies, they take them, they go. And because you're a listener of the Bomb Life podcast, guess what? You get a deal. Use the code BOMBLIFE at checkout and save 25% off your order. You are welcome. Plus, if you spend $35, you get free shipping. If you've ever struggled to eat enough greens or felt overwhelmed by the powders and the shakes, just didn't like the taste, this is the solution. Real greens in a real simple format. Back to the show. You give such hope, because we just don't have women like you out there speaking and talking and sharing. And honestly, I say this with like the fitness industry, and I see trainers out there training and they'll be just like doing the same thing with their clients. And I'm like, why aren't you talking about this? Why aren't you talking about the mindset shift? Why aren't you talking about their identity? Like, you're just out there doing like whatever. And I look at them and I'm like, it's because you haven't gone through those changes. Like, you haven't done the mental shift yourself. So you're just teaching them the physical, which maybe the physical stuff you're doing. I think it's the same thing with like influencers and people that are out there. Like, we don't hear many stories like yours because they haven't done the work.
Yes. Matter of fact, I had
jumped like you.
Yeah, I've actually had people ask me, they're like, what are your credentials? I was like, my life.
Right.
My life.
Misery.
Jam-packed. I'm like, name the problem. I've probably been through it and I have found a solution for it, But I think there was one of your podcast episodes I was listening to, and you were talking about how there's tons of different opinions out there, right? How to eat, how to move your body, how to do this, how to raise a family. We are not, limited on what we can find. I mean, it's right there on our phone. There's a ton. It's great, but it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
Person you need to listen to is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, absorb the knowledge. Cool. Okay. Got it. Apply some of that knowledge. And then, is it working for you? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Is it good for your body? Is it good for your mind? Is it good for your life, your family, your relationships? Really get to know yourself. I didn't know myself. I literally did not fall in love with myself until I was 50 years old. 50.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. And I'm so glad that I finally did. Right.
Yeah.
And I'm going to share, because this This is probably the biggest aha moment of my entire life. If something else can top it, I would be shocked. But 50 years old, again, back in Malibu. I love that RV park there. So that's where Matthew McConaughey stays. Sounds like if it's good enough for Matthew, it's good enough for me.
Good enough for me.
But anyways, I'm sitting there at the RV park, sitting on top of the picnic table, watching the sunset there over the ocean. And little backstory, I was abandoned when I was a little girl. And from that moment, I feared being abandoned. No matter who it was or what it was, I always feared. It was always in the back of my mind. I'm going to be abandoned. I'm going to be abandoned. And because of that, I became a really good people pleaser, a perfectionist, approval seeker, because I was trying to protect myself so that I would not get abandoned. And then I realized that fine day, watching the sunset, it's like, wait a second, I became my greatest fear, because it wasn't so much that fearing of others leaving me, I was abandoning myself. I was not stepping into my light. I was not allowing Wendy to shine and to do her thing, to become a writer, to go do whatever she wanted to do. I was abandoning myself. So that day, I probably looked like a crazy person. I didn't care. I had a little conversation with little Wendy, little 9-year-old Wendy. I was like, girl,
yes.
I was like, I got you. You do not, I'm like, take off the armor. I got you. You can just relax. Like, I'm not going to abandon you anymore, because we're going to kick ass. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a bomb life. We're going to just go all out, because why not?
Yeah.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I mean, it's just, I don't know. You end up caring so much about yourself and about your life that you don't care about the dumb shit anymore.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. I'm loving that you're bringing up like inner child and like speaking to that.
Wendy.
Yeah. Well, we don't realize how much they like, I always talk about like the bus, and they like climb the seats and they get in the driver's seat. And you're like, I'm a grown ass woman, but like 10-year-old me is driving this bus. And she's driving it away because she's afraid she's going to get left behind or abandoned, or abandonment speaks to me. I can't believe you.
I know, right?
Like, same girl.
I know, right? And then it's amazing how you'll go through years, decades of allowing something, whether you know it or realize it or not, right? Allowing something to control you.
Yeah.
And it's not your fault. It's not like it just happens. But I think the quieter you get, the more you become your own best friend, the more that you really get to know yourself, the more you give yourself permission to live your life and to be you.
Yeah.
Then those things will just pop up out. They're like, oh, holy synchronicity, epiphany. It's like, oh gosh. I mean, I think it's Einstein that said, like, once your mind goes to a certain level, it can't go back. You can't reverse that. Like, that epiphany in that moment will never be taken away from me. It was like, oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I like.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, but what if, going back to that moment on the bathroom floor, if I had just been like, oh, well, I'll just stay down here and stay in my little dark comfort zone. And none of this, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you.
Right. I'll share my story when I'm on your show, because you guys, I'm coming on the midlife makeover show, so tune in there. We'll do like this will be like part 1, and there'll be like part 2.
Yeah.
But that like low level, I was on a basement floor. But
I've been there too.
Yeah, I'm from Michigan, so we had basements out there. In California, we don't have them here. But I know what you mean, of like that path of like, I remember that deciding moment of like, you can either do this or you can do that.
Yes.
And had I made the other choice, which I totally could have, it was way more appealing. Like at the moment, I wouldn't be here today. I would not be doing what I'm doing now and the growth that I have and helping the people. Like we wouldn't be here. Yeah.
You give yourself a chance, right?
Yeah.
Give yourself a chance. I'm like full of quotes today. The one quote of, what will you do? What will you do with your one wild, precious life? I can't remember who said that, but you get one, like, this is it. I don't know. I can't, to me, there's so much urgency now to just do all the things.
Preach, girl.
Yeah.
Yes. I feel you. And I have clients and people that I talk to, like just like a discovery call or people in my DMs and stuff. And I'm just like, how much longer are you going to just fucking sit here? Like, and they list all the reasons why they're miserable, all the
Yes.
things that aren't working, and tears come. And a lot of the time it turns into like, I've never actually said this to anyone before. Like they're revealing things to me that they've never said out loud. And then I'm like, yeah, let's go. And I'm like building this army. And then when it comes time to move, they don't move. And I'm like,
yes. Why do you think that is?
oh, fear. Oh, 100% it's fear.
Yeah.
But then people will use money. Number one, people will use money first, that this is why I can't do anything.
Oh, it's an easy thing to stand behind.
They're
right?
like, oh, like physically, I don't see the money there, so then I can't do it, or like whatever. But that's always the thing. Oh my God, yeah, this sounds great. I want all of this, but I can't afford it. But
Right.
And I think I'm like, if we remove that, like what's really going on? And a lot of the time it's like, if I become a different person, oh my God, there's so many things, but if I become a different person, will he still love me? Will I still love myself? Will I be accepted in my community? Will I still have the same friends? What will my parents say? People don't know how to operate as a new, healthy, fit person. They only know how to operate as like this 30-pound mom blob,
Yeah. Well, and you can relate to this with the fear of abandonment, right?
Yeah.
Because if I step into my light, yeah, I might lose this relationship. I might lose a lot of relationships. And I did. And it was the best gain of my life, losing something, because you'll realize who really unconditionally loves you.
Oh, you're making me
You
cry.
are truly you.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's not the number one regret of the dying is living life for others. So when they surveyed all these people on their deathbed, what's your number one regret? I was living life for everybody else but me. And it's just, I don't want to be like that. I mean, I thought about it. I was like, I want to be on my deathbed going, I slayed that mother.
Yeah, I'm ready. Take me, Jesus.
I lived the bomb life. I went balls out. I mean, it's better to say that and to feel that rather than going, oh, woulda, shoulda, coulda. Damn. Well, that was a brief little life there. Okay, got to go. Yeah. I mean, why not? And here's the thing. Was I fearful during that whole time? Hell yes, I was. Oh, y'all should have seen me. Going back, it's in the book when I talk about when I went to go get it was time to get the RV. I sold everything. I mean, I went from 5,000 square feet to 100 square feet.
I still want an RV now.
I know. I still have it too. She's in Atlanta right now. Felicia is in Atlanta in storage waiting for me. But I mean, I had to go talk about decluttering, but not so much, decluttering my mind, decluttering relationships, decluttering stuff. And, it's hard. I mean, I had 3 boys, I raised 3 kids. I had a lot of the pictures, the little knickknacks, all the things gone. And so I remember sitting there in my empty apartment in Chicago. And I'm an organized freak. Okay. I mean, I label everything. I had everything ready to go. I had bins set aside. This is what's going in the RV. This, I had everything. And I'm sitting there with I had 1 plant left. I'm holding a plant. And I was like, shit, it's time. The time has come, Wendy. I'm like, it is time. You have the money in the bank. You've gotten rid of everything. You're good to go. And I already had, I had already designed the podcast. I had that ready to go. The website was ready. I was like, it's time. And then I just started bawling again. I was like, oh my gosh, am I going to do this? Because now I was voluntarily putting myself into unemployment. I was making killer money. I was finally like, okay, everything. Why would I mess that up? And I thought I had 0 regrets in my life. Up to that moment, I was like, if I don't do this for me, I know I'll regret it because I will wonder, what if I had gotten that RV? So there was 1 RV left, the one that I wanted in the whole country, 1 left. And I called all around the country and I found one in Nashville, Tennessee. And I called and the manager, he's like, this is Randy. I was like, Randy, I'm looking for the 2022 Thor Delano 24 FB black, blue stripes. And yeah, got one right here. I go, don't you dare sell that thing. I'm flying down tomorrow. He's like, okay, I'll save it for you. So I fly down there on a Friday, my day off. I drive it back on Saturday in pouring rain. I never driven an RV, didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Driving this RV from Nashville, Tennessee to Chicago. Monday morning, I walked in and resigned from my job.
God.
And then like 5 days later, I take off in the RV. But so again, the point is, was I fearful? Hell yes.
Absolutely.
But the same way, if I had a jar of courage right here, I'm like, here you go, Melissa, here's your jar of courage. No, you have to fill up your jar of courage. And you do that by taking action. And it doesn't matter how small the step is or how big the step is, right?
Yes.
Yes. Actually, I think the podcast episode of yours I was listening to was the lady that did Mount Everest.
Oh, Jen.
Yes, I know.
Jen, she wrote Breakproof. Jen.
Yes.
Dunham?
Oh, yeah. She was on my show too. Yeah. But so, yeah. So
Is that her? Is that who you're thinking
I
of?
think it might be another one that she had to do it within a day and then back or something like that. It might have been Jen. Jen's been on my show too. But anyways, point is one step at a time.
Yes.
Right? I mean, a bold step for me today is, okay, I was just on Good Day New York, right? In person, on live TV, freaking holy crap. That's a bold move for me today. 7 years ago, the bold move was literally getting out of bed and taking a shower.
Yeah.
That was my bold move.
Yeah.
So we live in the world of comparisons, especially with Instagram and all this stuff. Stop the comparison because you are you. Get real with you, get to know you, and whatever, just ask yourself, what is one bold move I can make today? Even if it is, you know what? I'm gonna start drinking more water. Cool. Great.
Yeah.
That's a bold move, right? I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to read a book. Whatever.
Something.
Every step is like, don't discount your bold moves, right? Like don't think that you have to do something so grand because I was, what is it? Paralysis by analysis, right? Like
yes.
As a perfectionist, I was like, if I don't have everything perfectly planned out from point A to point Z, then we don't even start it. Nope. There were so many projects I did not start because I was like, I don't have it all figured out. But that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
You figure the shit out as you go along.
As you go.
Figure out how to dump the dumper in the RV. You figure
out of necessity.
How to start the generator. I didn't know what the hell. But you know what's so funny though? When you put yourself out there, no matter how small, you get like the tiniest things are like, oh, yes, I did that. Like, oh my God, I fixed that. Or yes, I actually took care of my body today. And I was like really grateful. Or I did all these little things. Like very rarely do we pat ourselves on the back and congratulate ourselves.
I know. It's crazy how many clients I talk to and they're like, I never celebrate myself.
Yeah.
Like I've never celebrated like a huge win before or me hitting a goal. It's always like, no, you should have done that. You should have done that 5 years ago. But okay, well, we're here now, but great. Now what's your next goal? And no one pauses and been like, it was really good.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Congratulate yourself. No matter how small. And well, yeah, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Just take a step. It doesn't even have to be a perfect step. Like allow yourself to be messy with it. Because that's where the wisdom comes from, right? Yeah. Just like I love the metaphor of a butterfly, right? When the butterfly is inside a chrysalis, and if you cut the top of that chrysalis off and you're like, I'm going to help this butterfly, I want it to fly early, and you take the butterfly out, the butterfly would actually be deformed and it would die.
Yes.
So the butterfly has to struggle. It pumps the blood into its wings and it has to struggle to push itself out of that chrysalis by itself. So when you're struggling yourself, no matter what it is, embrace it. I know it sounds crazy and it's challenging, yes, but embrace it the best that you can and be like, I know I'm going to learn something from this. I'm going to push myself out of this situation. And yes, I will fly and be colorful and be me, and you'll be free. And I'm telling you, the best that you can embrace who you are in any situation and embrace the struggle, embrace the challenge, you can do anything.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh my God. I got like chills and like, I'm kind of sweating. Like, I love all of the response my body's giving. Like, but this episode is so important for people to hear. Wendy, you were just lighting fires under people's asses right now.
I hope so.
Yes, we need this message.
Hope so.
Like, I love connecting with women like you to help show other women it is possible. You need to hear this. You heard this episode, this message for a reason. Like, you didn't just stumble.
I'm living proof. Like, it works.
Yes.
Just taking action. Any action works. Like, just
anything.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Because you deserve it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And people don't see that. They don't see their worth and that they're deserving of that beautiful life, and that fear strangles people. But this gives hope. This shows. I did an episode with my daughter. I've done a couple of them with her. And one of them we just titled Doing It Scared. Like, and that's a theme in our home all the time of like, I'm so scared. Like, what's going to happen? And I'm like, you can keep that emotion, be scared, but we're going to do it anyway. Yes. We're going to just do it scared now. And
yeah, I'm so glad you said that, because don't be scared of your feelings and of your emotions, right? You're a human being being human.
Right.
You are made with 19 basic emotions, right? You are supposed to feel sad, angry, depressed, frustrated, happiness, joy, gratitude, all the things. Yep. And if you're like me, sometimes it's within a 30-minute period.
Some days,
the key is like, and I always think of emotions as emotion, energy in motion.
Yeah.
Emotions are supposed to flow through you. And there are times in our lives when grief is necessary, sadness is necessary, anger is necessary. You just don't want to hang out there for too long, because then that's when it harms you mentally and physically and spiritually, right?
Yeah.
But tap into it. Just be aware of I'm a little pissed right now, or I'm a little sad. I'm a little whatever. I'm happy. I'm happy, even though I'm probably not supposed to be happy right now because everybody else around me, but I'm happy. Embrace it, allow it, and just let it be what it is. Feel the fear, feel the anger, feel it all. Like it's okay. It's normal.
Yeah. It's normal.
Yeah.
Wendy, you are just such a joy and a pleasure. I can't wait to talk to you again.
Next week.
We're going to put everything in the show notes, but tell us, where can they find you? Where can they follow you? Tell us the name of your book, your podcast. Again, just give it to us from your mouth.
Give it to you. Best place to go is just wendyvalentine.com. That's got anything and everything on there. The book, Women Waking Up, the Midlife Manifesto for Passion, Purpose, and Play, is sold wherever books are sold, Amazon, you name it. Tons of great bonuses also that go with the book, including meditations, a guidebook, a playbook, a free workshop. There's tons of cool stuff in there. And that's also on the website. Okay. And then Instagram's my main hangout, just like you probably.
Yeah, it is.
And that Wendy Valentine, you'll find me. And then the Midlife Makeover Show podcast is wherever you listen to podcasts.
I love it. You guys, we'll put links to everything in the show notes. Seriously, I can't wait to talk with you again. This has been incredible. I'm buying a plane ticket. I'm coming to you.
Madeira. Yeah, it's like great weather year round too. So
I love it. Well, I can't thank you enough for coming on. This was a true blessing and a gift to have you on this show.
Thank you. And everyone, thanks for listening. And I hope I inspired you to do a little something.
Yes.
Do a little something. Make your life happier and healthier, because you deserve it.
Inspiration was definitely included in this episode for free. Everyone, stay safe, stay healthy. Until next time. The Bomb Life podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only. The content shared here is not intended as medical, legal, or professional advice. Always consult with a qualified professional before making any health, fitness, financial, or legal decisions. The opinions shared on this podcast are personal experiences and insight. So if you need expert guidance, go find the right professional for you. Thanks for listening.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.